Strategic Mastery, Building a Blueprint for Sustainable Success. Chapter 1. Understanding the Foundations of Strategy. In this chapter, we lay the groundwork for understanding what strategy truly means. Many people use the terms strategy and tactics interchangeably, but they are distinct and essential parts of long-term success. Strategy is about the overall direction and long-term vision of an endeavor, while tactics involve specific actions taken to execute that strategy. We'll explore the core principles of strategy, the differentiation between short-term and long-term success, and the role of clear, measurable goals. This chapter also highlights the importance of aligning mission, vision, and values, creating a cohesive foundation for your journey to sustainable success. What is strategy? Strategy is the overarching plan that guides actions, decisions, and priorities toward achieving a specific goal. It is not merely a collection of actions but rather an intentional, long-term vision that shapes how resources are allocated, how decisions are made, and how challenges are approached. Strategy versus tactics. The term strategy is often confused with tactics. Strategy defines the path forward, while tactics are the steps you take along the way. Imagine a chess game where strategy is the plan to win, and each move of a piece represents a tactic. Strategies stay relatively stable over time, while tactics may change as the situation evolves. The role of strategy in long-term success. Strategy provides a framework that helps guide an individual or organization through changing circumstances. By developing a well-defined strategy, you build resilience and ensure that daily activities align with long-term goals, creating a roadmap that moves you consistently toward your vision of success. Examples in business and life. In business, a strategy might involve expanding into new markets to increase revenue over a decade. For an individual, strategy might mean planning a career path, balancing skills development with networking to reach a leadership position in 5 years. These strategies determine direction, while tactics, like pursuing specific projects or training, support the strategic goal. Key concepts in strategy. Long-term versus short-term success. Long-term success. Strategic thinking prioritizes enduring success, which often requires making difficult choices that may not offer immediate results. Long-term success comes from decisions and actions that create lasting impact and provide a foundation for continued growth and adaptation. Short-term wins. While short-term tactics are necessary, over-focusing on immediate gains can lead to burnout or unsustainable practices. Short-term wins are valuable when they fit into the bigger picture and serve as milestones or checkpoints within the strategic journey. Balancing both. Effective strategy often finds a balance between short-term wins that motivate and long-term goals that drive sustainable success. This dual focus helps maintain momentum while working steadily toward greater objectives. For instance, an organization might pursue short-term sales goals to build morale, but its long-term goal remains expanding market share in a sustainable way. The importance of clear, measurable goals. Defining clear goals. Strategy is ineffective without clearly defined goals that provide direction and purpose. Goals must align with the broader mission and vision and be broken down into actionable, measurable components. Measurable and achievable. Goals should be realistic yet challenging. The more specific and measurable the goal, the easier it is to track progress and maintain focus. For example, setting a goal to increase market share by 10% over 5 years is both measurable and tied to a broader strategic vision. Aligning short-term and long-term goals. Each short-term goal should serve the purpose of moving closer to a long-term objective. This way, every action is meaningful and contributes to the strategic purpose. Alignment of mission, vision, and values. Mission. The mission statement describes what the individual or organization is fundamentally about. A clear mission serves as a guidepost, ensuring that each part of the strategy remains true to the core purpose. Vision. Vision defines the ideal outcome or the future state that the strategy aims to achieve. Unlike the mission, which is static, the vision can evolve as the strategy progresses. Vision inspires and motivates, providing a picture of what success looks like. Values. Core values are the principles that guide behavior and decision-making throughout the strategic journey. They help ensure that actions remain ethical and aligned with the individual or organization's integrity. Integrating mission, vision, and values. A strong strategy integrates these three elements, creating cohesion and purpose. For instance, a company that values sustainability will likely prioritize environmentally friendly initiatives in its strategy, while an individual committed to lifelong learning might focus on growth opportunities within their career path. The strategic mindset. To develop a successful strategy, cultivating a strategic mindset is crucial. This mindset involves thinking several steps ahead, anticipating obstacles, and understanding the broader implications of each decision. It also means being adaptable and open to evolving your approach as circumstances change. Forward thinking and adaptability. Strategic thinkers are proactive rather than reactive. They focus on what lies ahead and prepare for various scenarios rather than reacting solely to current challenges. Adaptability is vital, as even the most well-laid strategies will require adjustments over time. Critical analysis and decision-making. Strategic thinkers make decisions based on data, evidence, and well-considered analysis. They assess the risks and benefits of each choice, and they make decisions aligned with the long-term vision, even if those decisions are difficult in the short term. Innovation and creativity. The best strategies often involve innovative approaches. Strategic thinkers look for unique solutions, seek alternative paths, and innovate when conventional methods fall short. Patience and resilience. Strategy requires patience, as results may not be immediate. Resilience helps a strategist stay committed through setbacks, seeing them as part of the journey toward the larger goal. Building a sustainable strategy. Sustainability is critical in strategy. A sustainable strategy is designed to endure over time, allowing for growth, adaptability, and resilience. This involves considering resources, pacing, and building a solid foundation that doesn't rely on temporary fixes. Resource management. Sustainable strategies ensure that resources are utilized efficiently. Overcommitting resources can lead to burnout or depletion, while underutilizing resources can lead to missed opportunities. Identifying and leveraging key resources effectively is a fundamental part of building a sustainable strategy. Creating a supportive culture. For organizations, strategy success often depends on a supportive and aligned culture. For individuals, this may mean aligning personal habits and routines with the strategic goal. In both cases, sustainable strategies are underpinned by consistency and alignment. Measuring and adapting. Regularly measuring progress and being willing to adapt the strategy as needed is vital to its sustainability. A good strategy is flexible and evolves based on new information, challenges, and opportunities. Exercises. Identify personal or organizational goals. List 5 short-term goals and 5 long-term goals that align with your vision of success. For each goal, identify why it matters and how it contributes to your long-term success. Create a mission and vision statement. Draft a mission statement that defines your core purpose. Next, write a vision statement that describes the future state you aim to achieve. Reflect on how your goals align with these statements. Analyze past strategic decisions. Reflect on past decisions you've made toward long-term goals. Identify one decision that contributed to success and one that did not. What can you learn from these decisions, and how can this knowledge guide your future strategic planning? Conclusion. Understanding the foundations of strategy is the first essential step on the path to strategic mastery. Strategy is about thinking beyond immediate actions and envisioning a path to sustained success. With a clear mission, vision, and alignment of values, you set the foundation for achieving meaningful and lasting results. Building a strategic mindset, focusing on sustainable practices, and understanding the principles of long-term success will give you the tools to navigate challenges and keep your vision in sight. In the following chapters, we'll delve deeper into each element, equipping you with tools and insights to transform your strategic vision into reality. Chapter 2. Defining success on your terms. Defining success is crucial to any strategic pursuit. Without a clear vision of what success looks like, it's easy to drift without purpose, responding reactively instead of proactively. In this chapter, we'll explore what it means to define success uniquely to you or your organization, how to set meaningful objectives, and the importance of vision as a guiding force in all strategic endeavors. The goal is to make your success goals precise, inspiring, and realistic, setting the foundation for measurable and sustainable progress. Understanding success. Success is often thought of in broad, universal terms: financial wealth, public recognition, or career advancement. But success can be deeply personal, unique to each individual, business, or project. What success means for one person or organization may differ drastically for another, and understanding what success truly means to you is the first step in building a successful strategy. Different dimensions of success. Financial. Many people and organizations consider financial growth or profitability as a primary indicator of success. For an organization, this could mean revenue growth, net profit, or a steady stream of cash flow. For individuals, financial success may mean achieving a particular income level, savings, or investments. Personal growth. Some individuals or organizations may view success in terms of knowledge acquisition, skill development, or personal growth. In the business context, this could involve fostering a learning environment or prioritizing employee development. Impact. Social impact, environmental stewardship, or community engagement often constitute success for entities focused on social responsibility. This could be measured by community programs, sustainability initiatives, or positive social outcomes. Innovation and leadership. For others, success may mean being a leader or innovator in a particular field. This could include launching new products, setting industry standards, or being known for creative breakthroughs. Work-life balance. For some, success means creating a lifestyle that balances work with personal life, emphasizing quality of life, health, and relationships. Aligning success with values and purpose. Defining success goes hand in hand with understanding personal or organizational values. Success that is aligned with one's core values is far more fulfilling and sustainable. Misalignment can lead to dissatisfaction or burnout, even when traditional metrics of success are achieved. Organizations and individuals with a clear purpose are more likely to set goals that resonate deeply and inspire commitment. When success aligns with core values, each accomplishment feels meaningful and reinforces a sense of purpose. The role of vision in success. Vision is a guiding light. It represents an ideal future that inspires and directs all strategic actions. A strong vision statement provides focus and helps you remain aligned with your definition of success, especially during challenging times. Characteristics of a powerful vision. Clarity. A vision should be clear and easily understood. It's the difference between we want to be successful and we aim to become the most trusted name in sustainable products. Inspiration. The best visions go beyond the self, serving a larger purpose or addressing a broader need. Vision statements should inspire both internally, within an organization or individual, and externally, clients, customers, or community. Focus. A clear vision helps narrow down choices and clarify which opportunities to pursue and which to pass up. Focused visions prevent distractions by keeping the strategic aim front and center. Crafting a vision statement. Start with questions. Good vision statements often start with introspective questions such as, what do we want to achieve in 5, 10, or 20 years? How will the world be different if we succeed? What legacy do we want to leave? Be aspirational but attainable. A vision should stretch your imagination without becoming unrealistic. It's vital to dream big but keep the vision grounded in achievable outcomes. Reflect the values. Ensure that the vision statement resonates with the core values of the individual or organization. If innovation and integrity are primary values, these themes should appear in the vision statement. Setting meaningful and realistic objectives. Objectives are the specific goals that bring you closer to your vision and help measure progress. Without setting meaningful, realistic objectives, it's easy to lose sight of the long-term vision and become reactive rather than proactive. Effective objectives serve as milestones along the path to success. Types of objectives. Short-term objectives. These are goals that can be accomplished within weeks, months, or a year. They build momentum and provide measurable progress markers. Examples could be increasing monthly revenue by 10%, hiring a new team member, or completing a specific training program. Medium-term objectives. These objectives are typically planned for 1 to 3 years out and might include launching a new product line, entering a new market, or reaching a certain revenue threshold. Medium-term objectives help maintain focus and bridge the gap between immediate efforts and long-term vision. Long-term objectives. Long-term objectives are those that set the direction for the entire strategic effort, usually extending over 5 to 10 years or longer. Examples include establishing a global presence, achieving industry leadership, or building a legacy in a particular field. SMART goals, a framework for success. Specific. Define goals with precise language. Rather than saying increase customer satisfaction, a specific goal would be improve customer satisfaction scores by 15% over the next year. Measurable goals should be measurable to track progress. For instance, a goal to increase social media engagement by 20% is measurable. Achievable, ambitious goals are inspiring, but they should still be realistic within the given resources and constraints. Setting overly challenging goals can be discouraging. Relevant goals should align with the long-term vision and values, not merely chase short-term wins. Time-bound, setting a deadline for each goal helps create urgency and keeps focus. For example, expand into 2 new markets within the next 18 months. Milestones and metrics. Milestones, breaking down large goals into smaller milestones helps maintain momentum and provides regular checkpoints for evaluating progress. Metrics and key performance indicators, KPIs. Using KPIs ensures that each objective has clear measurements. For example, if customer satisfaction is a goal, Net Promoter Score, NPS, could be a useful metric. Revenue growth could be tracked via monthly sales figures, while social impact could be assessed by tracking community engagement. The power of defining success personally. Defining success on your terms can be transformative. It lets you direct your efforts toward what truly matters, not just what seems impressive or expected. Authentic success aligns with who you are or what your organization represents, leading to fulfillment and purpose rather than hollow achievements. Staying true to your definition of success. The external world is full of opinions on what success should look like. Remaining committed to a personal or organizational definition of success means tuning out distractions, comparing less, and focusing on what brings fulfillment. Examples of remaining authentic could include a professional choosing a work-life balance over career advancement or a company focusing on customer satisfaction rather than rapid expansion if it aligns more with its values. Periodic reevaluation. Success is not static. Life circumstances, market conditions, or personal growth may shift what success looks like over time. Periodically revisiting and refining the vision, objectives, and values ensures they continue to resonate and remain relevant. Creating a habit of reevaluation every few years or whenever major milestones are achieved keeps the journey of success flexible and adaptable. Exercises. Crafting your vision statement. Reflect on the following questions. What is the ultimate outcome you desire? How would achieving it impact others or the world? What values are most important to you or your organization? Using your answers, draft a vision statement that represents your ideal future. Setting SMART goals. Identify 3 short-term goals, 3 medium-term goals, and 3 long-term goals. Make sure each is SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Write out each goal with details on how you plan to measure success. Personal or organizational values exercise. List your core values, whether personal or organizational. Next to each value, write a short sentence describing how this value impacts your idea of success. For example, if integrity is a value, consider how it might shape your goals or business practices. Identifying success dimensions. Write down at least 5 dimensions of success that matter most to you. Consider financial, personal growth, impact, innovation, and work-life balance, among others. Rank these in order of importance, and describe why each dimension is meaningful to you. Conclusion. Defining success on your terms is the cornerstone of any meaningful and sustainable strategy. By understanding what success means uniquely to you or your organization, you can craft a vision that inspires, set realistic objectives that align with that vision, and measure progress in ways that truly matter. This clarity of purpose not only directs actions but also ensures that the journey to success remains fulfilling and deeply aligned with core values. As we move into the next chapters, this personal and purposeful definition of success will act as a compass, guiding every strategic decision and action toward a future that resonates with who you truly are or what your organization stands for. Chapter 3. Strategic Analysis: Knowing Where You Stand. Strategic analysis is the starting point for any effective strategy. Before making decisions about where to go, it's essential to understand where you currently stand. Strategic analysis involves evaluating internal and external factors that shape your competitive landscape, organizational strengths, and potential threats. This chapter covers foundational tools such as SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, analysis, environmental scanning, competitor profiling, and resource assessment. By the end, you'll have a solid grasp of where you or your organization currently are and how to leverage that position as a springboard for strategic growth. The importance of strategic analysis. Strategic analysis provides clarity and insight, ensuring your decisions are informed by a comprehensive understanding of both internal capacities and the external environment. The process involves dissecting and assessing the foundational elements that contribute to your current position, identifying gaps, spotting growth opportunities, and highlighting areas needing improvement. This analysis allows for a proactive approach to strategy rather than reacting to circumstances as they arise. Understanding the internal and external environments. The internal environment refers to all elements within your control: organizational culture, resources, capabilities, and structure. Understanding this gives insight into what you can leverage or adjust for strategic advantage. The external environment includes all factors beyond your control but which still impact your strategy, such as competitors, market trends, and economic conditions. Analyzing the external environment helps anticipate changes, adapt, and plan accordingly. Benefits of strategic analysis. Objective perspective. Strategic analysis provides a structured approach to assessing your position objectively, helping minimize biases and assumptions. Informed decision-making. By understanding both strengths and areas for improvement, strategic analysis enables well-grounded decisions, helping avoid costly mistakes. Identification of opportunities. Analysis highlights potential opportunities that might otherwise be missed, enabling a proactive approach to growth. Tools for strategic analysis. 1. Environmental scanning. Environmental scanning involves systematically observing and analyzing the broader business environment to identify trends, events, and forces that could impact your strategic direction. This process often includes PESTLE analysis. This framework considers 6 categories: political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors that influence your external environment. It is especially useful in identifying macro-level trends that may not be immediately obvious but could significantly impact your strategy. Political factors. These include government policies, trade restrictions, tax policies, and stability, all of which influence business operations. Economic factors. Interest rates, inflation, exchange rates, and economic growth affect purchasing power, demand, and spending patterns. Social factors. Demographic changes, cultural trends, and lifestyle shifts impact consumer needs and expectations. Technological factors. Innovations, automation, research and development, R&D, changes, and technological awareness are crucial to keeping up with or leading industry trends. Legal factors. Laws concerning employment, health, safety, and consumer rights ensure compliance and ethical practices. Environmental factors. This includes ecological concerns, sustainability, and climate change, all of which can affect production, operations, and consumer preference. 2. SWOT analysis. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. A SWOT analysis is one of the most commonly used tools in strategic analysis due to its simplicity and comprehensive approach to internal and external factors. Strengths. What are the internal strengths that set you apart? These could include proprietary technology, a loyal customer base, financial resources, or skilled employees. Weaknesses. What internal limitations could hinder your progress? Identifying weaknesses honestly is crucial to creating a balanced strategy and finding ways to mitigate potential obstacles. Opportunities. What external opportunities exist that align with your strengths? Opportunities might arise from market trends, changes in consumer preferences, or technological advances. Threats. What external threats could impact your success? Threats include economic downturns, emerging competitors, or changing regulations. Example of a SWOT analysis process. Brainstorm strengths and weaknesses, list everything that might contribute to or hinder success. Identify opportunities and threats, research industry trends, competitor actions, and changes in market demand. Match strengths with opportunities, leverage strengths to maximize potential opportunities. Address weaknesses, consider how weaknesses could impede your strategic goals and plan to improve in these areas. Prepare for threats, develop strategies for mitigating or avoiding potential threats. 3. Competitive analysis. Competitive analysis involves understanding the strengths, weaknesses, strategies, and market positions of current or potential competitors. This knowledge helps to highlight your competitive advantage and clarify where adjustments are needed. Competitor profiling. Identify key competitors. Look for direct competitors, those in the same market with similar products, and indirect competitors, those with different products or services that fulfill the same need. Analyze competitor strategies. Examine how competitors market their products, position themselves, and engage with customers. Evaluate strengths and weaknesses. Understanding competitors' strengths and weaknesses can reveal market gaps that you can exploit. Assess market position. Look at market share, brand reputation, and financial performance to assess where each competitor stands. Benchmarking. Benchmarking compares your processes, performance metrics, and strategies with those of competitors or industry standards. This process helps identify areas where you are lagging and provides insights into best practices that can be adopted or adapted. 4. Resource and capability evaluation. Knowing your resources and capabilities is essential for setting realistic goals and objectives. Resources can be tangible, such as capital, facilities, and technology, or intangible, like brand equity, reputation, and intellectual property. Capabilities refer to what your organization can achieve with these resources. Assessing tangible resources. Financial resources. Assess financial health by examining cash flow, revenue streams, and access to funding. Physical resources. This includes facilities, equipment, and technology that enable production and service delivery. Human resources. Identify the skills, knowledge, and expertise within the organization. Evaluating intangible resources. Brand and reputation. Strong brand equity and a positive reputation are invaluable assets. Intellectual property, patents, trademarks, and proprietary technologies provide a competitive edge. Organizational culture. A supportive, innovative culture can drive productivity and innovation. Capability analysis, VRIO framework. Valuable. Does this capability provide value by exploiting opportunities or neutralizing threats? Rare. Is the capability possessed by few or no competitors? Inimitable. Is it costly or difficult for others to imitate? Organized. Is the organization structured to fully realize and leverage this capability? Capabilities that are valuable, rare, inimitable, and organized can provide a sustainable competitive advantage. Analyzing your findings. After gathering data from environmental scanning, SWOT analysis, competitor profiling, and resource evaluation, it's essential to analyze these findings systematically. Here are steps to translate analysis into actionable insights. Identify core competencies and distinctive capabilities. Core competencies are unique strengths that differentiate your organization. For example, a company's ability to innovate rapidly or provide superior customer service can be core competencies. Distinctive capabilities are those that provide an edge over competitors, especially those that are difficult to replicate. Prioritize opportunities and address threats. Not every opportunity or threat will be equally significant. Prioritize based on alignment with your strategic objectives, potential impact, and feasibility. Address threats through contingency planning, risk management, and resource allocation. Leverage strengths to build strategy. Building a strategy involves making deliberate choices to capitalize on your strengths. For example, if one of your strengths is an innovative product development team, focusing on research and development, R&D, could be central to your strategy. Create an action plan for weaknesses. Recognize which weaknesses must be addressed immediately versus those that can be improved gradually. For example, if low customer engagement is a weakness, implementing new engagement strategies may be a priority. Exercises. Conducting a SWOT analysis. List the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for yourself or your organization. Be honest about limitations and creative in identifying opportunities. Use specific examples for each category to gain deeper insights. Performing a PESTLE analysis. Complete a PESTLE analysis for your business or industry. Include at least 3 key insights for each category: political, economic, social, technological, legal, environmental, and summarize how these external factors might impact your strategy. Competitor profiling exercise. Identify your top 3 competitors and perform a competitive analysis. Research their market position, key strengths and weaknesses, and main strategies. Reflect on what differentiates your organization from each competitor. Resource and capability inventory. Make a comprehensive list of all tangible and intangible resources at your disposal. Then, conduct a VRIO analysis to identify which resources and capabilities provide a sustainable competitive advantage. Summary and synthesis. Based on your analyses, write a summary of where you stand strategically. Include your most significant strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, along with a brief outline of potential strategic actions to leverage your current position effectively. Conclusion. Strategic analysis is not a one-time activity but a continuous process that keeps your strategy relevant and robust. By understanding your internal strengths and limitations, as well as the external forces at play, you lay a strong foundation for a strategy grounded in realism, resilience, and growth potential. Chapter 4. Identifying and capitalizing on opportunities. Opportunities are the lifeblood of strategic growth. Successful organizations thrive by identifying new avenues for expansion, growth, and improvement, even amidst challenges. But opportunities alone do not guarantee success, they must be recognized, evaluated, and acted upon strategically. This chapter will guide you through opportunity identification, assessment, and strategic prioritization, focusing on the importance of timing and the balance between risk and reward. With these skills, you'll be able to turn potential openings into stepping stones for long-term success. The role of opportunity in strategy. Opportunities are not always obvious or straightforward. Often, they are hidden within industry shifts, emerging technologies, or even within customer needs and complaints. Strategic leaders are adept at seeing these possibilities and have processes in place to evaluate which ones align with their mission and goals. Understanding that not every opportunity is a good fit is crucial. By following a structured approach to identifying and analyzing opportunities, you can avoid wasting resources on ventures that may not yield significant returns, instead zeroing in on those that are strategically sound. Identifying opportunities, where to look. 1. Industry and market trends. One of the best sources for opportunities lies in understanding industry and market trends. These shifts indicate where demand is moving and how consumer behavior may be changing. Key steps include: stay informed, regularly consume industry reports, subscribe to trade publications, attend industry conferences, and network with industry experts to stay on top of emerging trends. Trend analysis, using tools such as PESTLE, political, economic, social, technological, legal, environmental analysis can help you systematically examine each component of your external environment to identify where opportunities might arise. Consumer behavior, monitor changes in consumer behavior and preferences. When people's needs and values shift, new opportunities often follow. Competitor behavior, observing competitors can reveal opportunities as well. For example, a competitor shifting away from a particular product line could indicate an opening for you to capture a new customer segment. 2. Technological advancements. Technology is a key driver of opportunity. New developments open doors for efficiency, innovation, and new product development. Adoption of new technology. By adopting emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, automation, or blockchain, you can improve efficiency, reduce costs, and enhance customer satisfaction. Innovation opportunities. Look for how technology can help you introduce innovative products or services. This could be something as small as enhancing your website's user experience with AI-driven recommendations or as transformative as automating significant portions of your supply chain. Partnerships in technology. Partnering with tech firms can provide access to cutting-edge solutions without the need for large in-house investments. 3. Customer feedback and pain points. Often, customers will provide the best insights into potential opportunities, particularly through their pain points, feedback, and requests. Collecting and analyzing feedback. Gather and review customer feedback through surveys, focus groups, and direct communication. Social media comments, reviews, and customer support inquiries are often gold mines for new ideas. Identify pain points. Addressing customer pain points can lead to highly effective solutions and new product offerings. If customers frequently cite a particular problem, it indicates a strong demand for a solution. Co-creation with customers. Engaging customers in the product development process can lead to innovative ideas and create a loyal customer base eager to try your new offerings. 4. Internal analysis and resource assessment. Sometimes, opportunities are already within reach. By assessing internal resources, skills, and capacities, organizations can uncover hidden potential. Leverage core competencies. Identify areas where your organization already has a competitive advantage. This could be in a particular skill set, technology, or even brand reputation. Can you expand these capabilities into new markets or applications? Underutilized resources. Take stock of resources that are underused, such as technology, data, or partnerships. This could also include surplus materials or capacity in manufacturing or service that could be reallocated or repurposed. Empowerment and idea generation. Empower employees to identify areas for improvement or innovation. Often, frontline employees have valuable insights into potential efficiencies or customer needs. 5. The government policy and regulation changes. Changes in government policies, laws, or regulations can create unique opportunities for proactive organizations. Regulatory shifts. New regulations often come with compliance challenges, but they can also introduce openings for businesses that adapt quickly. For example, increased regulation on carbon emissions can create opportunities for businesses that offer eco-friendly products. Tax incentives and grants. Governments sometimes offer incentives or grants for companies operating in specific industries or pursuing innovation. These financial incentives can make certain opportunities more viable and attractive. Public-private partnerships. In certain sectors like healthcare, infrastructure, or education, collaborating with government agencies can open doors to large-scale projects and new markets. Evaluating opportunities, risk versus reward. Opportunities must be assessed carefully, as not all are worth pursuing. To ensure a disciplined approach, evaluating both the potential benefits and associated risks is essential. 1. Conducting a risk-reward analysis. A risk-reward analysis helps quantify both the potential upside and downside of each opportunity. Here's a step-by-step process. Estimate potential gains. Consider how much revenue, market share, or brand value this opportunity might add. Does it offer significant strategic positioning, or is it more of a temporary advantage? Identify and assess risks. List possible risks, such as financial cost, time investment, brand impact, and operational strain. How significant are these risks, and how likely are they to occur? Develop a mitigation plan. For each identified risk, outline a strategy for mitigating or managing it. For example, if there is a high financial cost, consider phasing the project or seeking partnerships. Risk-reward matrix. Plot each opportunity on a risk-reward matrix to visualize the balance of potential benefits versus associated risks. High-reward, low-risk opportunities are ideal, but some high-reward, high-risk opportunities may also be worth considering if the potential payoff aligns with your goals. 2. Timing and prioritization. Not every opportunity needs immediate action. Timing is critical to ensure resources are used effectively and that the opportunity is capitalized upon at the best moment. Evaluate readiness. Assess whether you have the resources, capacity, and strategic alignment to pursue the opportunity. Timing matters, especially if the opportunity demands significant resources or a shift in priorities. Window of opportunity. Determine if the opportunity has a limited timeframe. Some opportunities may have a window due to seasonal demand, market trends, or technological changes. Phased approach. Consider launching a pilot project or phased approach to test the viability of the opportunity. This reduces risk and allows you to gather data before committing fully. 3. Aligning with long-term goals. Opportunities should align with the broader mission and long-term vision of the organization to ensure they contribute to sustainable growth. Strategic fit. Does this opportunity align with your core mission and long-term objectives? Pursuing opportunities that diverge from your values or goals can dilute focus and resources. Cultural fit. Consider whether the opportunity aligns with your organizational culture and values. Opportunities that require drastic changes to culture or values can cause internal resistance and confusion. Resource allocation, review how resources, financial, human, technological, are currently allocated. High priority opportunities should align with strategic goals and ideally maximize resource utilization. Executing on opportunities. Once you have identified, assessed, and prioritized opportunities, execution is key to bringing the strategy to life. Here are essential components of successful execution. 1. Develop a roadmap and action plan. A well-defined action plan ensures alignment across the organization and sets a clear path forward. Define objectives, set clear, measurable goals for what you intend to achieve by pursuing the opportunity. Assign roles and responsibilities, assign responsibility to specific team members and establish clear accountabilities. For complex opportunities, consider forming a cross-functional team. Establish milestones and timelines, break down the opportunity into key phases with specific milestones. A timeline helps keep the project on track and provides a reference for monitoring progress. Secure resources, ensure all necessary resources, financial, human, and technological, are available. Delays in resource allocation can stall momentum and hinder execution. 2. Monitor progress and adapt. Executing an opportunity requires flexibility and a willingness to adjust as circumstances change. Track key performance indicators, KPIs. Define KPIs that will help you gauge the success of the opportunity and identify any areas needing improvement. Continuous feedback loops, establish regular check-ins with the team to review progress and gather feedback. This allows for adjustments based on real-time information and keeps the project aligned with overall strategy. Adapt to changing conditions. Sometimes, external factors such as economic shifts or customer demand changes can impact the opportunity. Build an adaptability to pivot if needed. 3. Scaling successful opportunities. After a successful execution, consider if the opportunity has the potential to be scaled for greater impact. Evaluate scalability, determine if the opportunity can be expanded to reach more markets or larger audiences. For example, if a new product launch is successful in one region, it may be scaled to a national or international level. Resource planning for scaling. Scaling often requires additional resources and possibly even new infrastructure. Plan for what is needed to expand without compromising quality or service. Monitor consistency and quality. Ensure that as you scale, you maintain consistency in brand and product quality. Scaling too quickly without proper planning can lead to customer dissatisfaction. Conclusion. Identifying and capitalizing on opportunities is a dynamic, ongoing process essential for long-term success. By developing a keen eye for potential openings, evaluating risks and rewards, and executing strategically, you can transform potential into impactful achievements. Opportunities are everywhere. Learning to recognize and act on them effectively is what sets successful leaders and organizations apart. Chapter 5. Building your strategic plan. A strategic plan acts as the backbone of any successful organization, guiding decisions, defining priorities, and aligning resources to achieve long-term objectives. Building a strategic plan involves translating your vision into actionable steps, setting clear and measurable goals, and creating a roadmap that aligns with both internal capabilities and external opportunities. This chapter will walk you through the steps needed to create a comprehensive, actionable strategic plan that not only outlines what needs to be done but also anticipates challenges, allocates resources wisely, and includes timelines to keep progress on track. Understanding the components of a strategic plan. A robust strategic plan typically includes several key components. Each plays a crucial role in defining direction, setting boundaries, and ensuring accountability. Here are the core elements. Mission and vision statements. The mission defines the organization's purpose and core values, while the vision describes what success looks like in the long term. Core values and culture. A shared set of values creates a consistent approach to decision-making and supports a strong organizational culture. Goals and objectives. Goals define what the organization aims to accomplish. Objectives are specific, measurable steps to achieve those goals. Key performance indicators, KPIs. KPIs are measurable values that track progress and help evaluate success. Strategies and tactics. Strategies are broad approaches aligned with goals, while tactics are specific actions taken to implement those strategies. Resource allocation, this includes budgeting, assigning responsibilities, and allocating human, financial, and technological resources. Timelines and milestones, a timeline helps set expectations and tracks progress, while milestones are significant markers of achievement. Risk management, identifying and mitigating risks ensures the plan remains adaptable and sustainable under varying conditions. Step-by-step guide to building your strategic plan. Step 1. Define the mission, vision, and values. Your mission, vision, and values are the foundation of your strategic plan, influencing every aspect of the organization. Mission statement. The mission statement should succinctly define why the organization exists, what it seeks to achieve, and whom it serves. It should be specific enough to guide decisions but broad enough to allow flexibility in strategic choices. Vision statement. This defines the organization's long-term ambition, what you hope to achieve in the next 5, 10, or even 20 years. A strong vision statement inspires stakeholders and provides a clear image of success. Values. Core values are the guiding principles and ethics that shape the organizational culture. These values influence behavior, decision-making, and company identity. Exercise. Draft or refine your mission and vision statements. Consider the organization's purpose, audience, and long-term aspirations. Review them for clarity, conciseness, and inspiration. If you're creating these statements for personal strategic goals, articulate your own purpose and aspirations. Step 2. Conduct a situation analysis. A situation analysis provides a clear understanding of your current position and helps identify both opportunities and challenges. This can include the following tools. SWOT analysis, identify the organization's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Strengths, internal attributes that give a competitive edge, e.g., strong brand reputation, skilled workforce. Weaknesses, internal limitations that may hinder success, e.g., limited resources, outdated technology. Opportunities, external factors that the organization could leverage for growth, e.g., market expansion, technological advancements. Threats, external challenges that could impact success, e.g., economic downturns, increased competition. PESTLE analysis, analyze external factors including political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental influences. This approach is particularly useful in identifying external risks and opportunities. Exercise, complete a SWOT and PESTLE analysis. Document strengths and weaknesses within your control and note the external forces affecting your industry or market. Step 3. Set strategic goals and objectives. Setting clear, actionable goals and objectives gives direction and allows you to measure progress over time. SMART goals, smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, goals ensure clarity and feasibility. For example, rather than setting a vague goal like increase sales, a SMART goal would be increase product sales by 20% within 12 months by expanding to 2 new markets. Prioritizing goals, determine which goals are most crucial to achieving your vision. Focus on a mix of short-term and long-term goals to maintain momentum and progress. Objectives, break down each goal into specific objectives. Objectives should be specific actions or steps that make achieving the goal possible. Exercise, define 3 major goals and create SMART objectives. For each goal, set 2 to 3 supporting objectives and ensure they are specific and measurable. Step 4, develop strategies and tactics. With goals and objectives defined, it's time to outline the strategies and tactics that will drive execution. Strategies, these are broad approaches that will guide actions towards achieving your goals. For instance, if the goal is to increase market share, a strategy might be to differentiate products through quality and customer service. Tactics are specific actions that put the strategies into practice. Using the same example, tactics could include targeted advertising campaigns, personalized customer engagement, or loyalty programs. Aligning strategies with strengths, match strategies with identified strengths and opportunities. For example, if a strength is technological expertise, consider strategies that leverage this to create competitive advantage. Exercise, map out strategies and tactics for each goal. For each goal, write a strategy that outlines your broad approach, then list specific tactics that will bring the strategy to life. Step 5, allocate resources. Effective resource allocation ensures that each part of the plan is supported by the necessary people, budget, and tools. Budgeting: allocate budget to cover anticipated costs associated with each objective. Be sure to consider both immediate needs and long-term financial requirements. Human resources: assign responsibility to team members for each tactic or objective. Clearly define roles and expectations, and consider whether any skills gaps need to be filled through training or hiring. Technology and tools: identify the tools, software, or systems that will support your strategic goals. For instance, investing in a customer relationship management (CRM) system might be essential for achieving customer-centric objectives. Exercise: create a resource allocation plan. For each objective, list the resources required, assign team members, and establish a budget estimate. Step 6. Set milestones and timelines. Creating a timeline with milestones keeps the plan on track and ensures accountability. Timelines: establish clear deadlines for each objective and tactic. For long-term goals, break them down into quarterly or monthly targets. Milestones: milestones are markers of progress that demonstrate achievement and provide motivation. These could include product launches, new market entries, or hitting sales targets. Gantt charts are project management tools. Tools like Gantt charts, Asana, or Trello can visually map out tasks and timelines, making it easy to track progress and manage deadlines. Exercise: build a timeline with milestones. For each objective, create a timeline that includes major milestones and deadlines. Use a visual project management tool if possible to organize tasks and timelines. Step 7. Develop a risk management plan. A well-prepared strategic plan should anticipate potential risks and include contingency plans. Identify potential risks, brainstorm risks that could impact each goal or tactic. This could include financial risks, operational risks, or risks posed by market conditions. Create contingency plans. For each identified risk, develop a mitigation strategy or contingency plan. This might involve reallocating resources, adjusting timelines, or setting alternative targets. Establish a monitoring system. Regularly review potential risks and update contingency plans as needed to remain prepared for unexpected events. Exercise: conduct a risk assessment and create a risk management plan. For each goal, list potential risks and devise at least one contingency plan. Implementing and monitoring your strategic plan. Once your strategic plan is complete, implementation begins. However, successful execution requires consistent monitoring, adaptation, and evaluation. 1. Communicate the plan. Share the plan with your team and any other stakeholders. Ensure that everyone understands the goals, strategies, and their roles in achieving success. Open communication fosters alignment, motivation, and accountability. 2. Implement the tactics. Begin executing the tactical actions, making sure resources are readily available and assigned team members have the support they need. Track the execution phase diligently to avoid delays or resource issues. 3. Track progress with KPIs and milestones. Regularly review KPIs and milestones to measure progress. Hold regular check-ins to assess performance, address roadblocks, and celebrate small wins. These evaluations help maintain focus and adapt as necessary. 4. Adapt and pivot as needed. No strategic plan remains static. Internal and external circumstances will change, requiring adaptations to remain aligned with goals. Flexibility is key. Adjust strategies and tactics based on performance and external factors. Conclusion: building a strategic plan is a comprehensive process that requires careful thought, planning, and coordination. A solid plan aligns with the organization's mission and vision, is supported by clear goals and objectives, and allocates resources effectively. By breaking down goals into actionable steps, setting timelines, and monitoring progress, you'll create a roadmap for success that is both adaptable and measurable. Successful strategic planning is not a one-time event, it's a continual process of setting direction, measuring progress, and adapting to change. With a well-defined strategic plan in place, your organization is positioned for growth, resilience, and sustainable success. Chapter 6. Leveraging resources and strengths. In today's competitive landscape, the ability to leverage resources effectively is essential for sustained growth and innovation. Resources encompass not just financial assets but also human capital, technological capabilities, relationships, and brand equity. Understanding how to optimize and strategically utilize these assets can create a significant competitive advantage. This chapter will explore methods for identifying, assessing, and leveraging your organization's strengths and resources to maximize impact, drive growth, and achieve strategic objectives. Understanding resources and strengths. Before diving into how to leverage resources, it's essential to define what we mean by resources and strengths. Resources, these are the assets that an organization controls, which can be used to produce goods or services. Resources can be categorized into several types. Human resources, the skills, knowledge, and capabilities of your workforce. Financial resources, capital, cash flow, and access to funding or investments. Technological resources, tools, systems, and technologies that enhance productivity and innovation. Physical resources, tangible assets such as facilities, equipment, and inventory. Intangible resources, brand reputation, patents, proprietary technologies, and intellectual property. Strengths, these are the unique resources and capabilities that provide a competitive edge. Strengths can stem from superior technology, a skilled workforce, a strong brand, or a robust network of relationships. Step 1. Identifying your resources and strengths. The first step in leveraging resources is to perform a comprehensive audit of what you have at your disposal. Conduct a resource audit. List your resources. Start by creating a detailed inventory of all resources available to your organization. This includes human resources, skills, experiences, and qualifications of employees. Financial resources, current financial position, including cash reserves, funding sources, and investment capabilities. Technological resources, software, hardware, and proprietary technologies. Physical resources, office space, equipment, and other tangible assets. Intangible resources, brand equity, patents, trademarks, and customer relationships. Assess the value of each resource. Determine the significance of each resource in contributing to your strategic objectives. Consider factors such as rarity, is the resource rare or unique within your industry? Imitability, how easily can competitors replicate or acquire this resource? Substitutability, can the resource be replaced by other means? SWOT analysis, integrate your resource audit into a SWOT analysis. Identify how your resources translate into strengths and how they can mitigate weaknesses. Exercise, create a comprehensive resource inventory. Document all resources available to you, categorize them, and assess their value based on the criteria above. Step 2. Optimizing resource utilization. Once you have a clear understanding of your resources, the next step is to optimize their utilization. Effective resource management is about maximizing output while minimizing waste. 1. Align resources with strategic goals. Strategic fit, ensure that your resources are aligned with your strategic goals. This might involve reallocating resources to areas that directly contribute to your objectives. Resource prioritization, identify high-impact resources that are essential for achieving your most critical goals and prioritize them. 2. Enhance human capital. Human resources are often the most valuable assets in an organization. Consider the following strategies to optimize human capital. Training and development, invest in continuous learning and skill development. This not only improves employee performance but also enhances job satisfaction and retention. Cross-functional teams, create teams with diverse skill sets to foster innovation and problem solving. Cross-functional collaboration can lead to new insights and approaches. Performance management, implements systems to assess and enhance employee performance. Regular feedback and coaching can help maximize individual and team contributions. 3. Leverage technology. Technology can significantly enhance efficiency and effectiveness. Here's how to make the most of your technological resources. Automation, identify repetitive tasks that can be automated to free up human resources for more strategic work. For example, consider automating customer service inquiries with chatbots. Data analytics. Utilize data analytics tools to gain insights into market trends, customer preferences, and operational efficiencies. Making data-driven decisions can lead to more effective strategies. Integration. Ensure that all technological systems and tools are integrated to streamline operations and enhance collaboration across departments. 4. Financial management. Effective financial management is crucial for optimizing financial resources. Budgeting. Develop a comprehensive budgeting process that aligns with strategic priorities. Regularly review and adjust budgets based on performance and changing conditions. Cost control. Identify areas where costs can be reduced without compromising quality. This could involve renegotiating contracts, finding alternative suppliers, or implementing lean management practices. Investment in growth. Allocate financial resources to growth initiatives, such as research and development, marketing, or expansion into new markets. Exercise. Identify opportunities for resource optimization. Review each resource category and identify at least one strategy for optimizing utilization. Create an action plan for implementation. Step 3. Building and leveraging networks. In addition to internal resources, external relationships and networks can significantly enhance your strategic position. 1. Networking strategies. Industry partnerships. Collaborate with other organizations in your industry to share knowledge, resources, and best practices. Partnerships can lead to new opportunities and shared success. Community engagement. Build relationships with community organizations, local businesses, and stakeholders. Community engagement can enhance brand reputation and open doors to new markets. Professional associations. Join professional organizations to network with industry peers, gain access to resources, and stay informed about trends and developments. 2. Customer relationships. Strong relationships with customers can be a vital resource. Customer engagement. Create platforms for ongoing communication and engagement with customers. This can involve social media, customer feedback surveys, and loyalty programs. Customer loyalty programs. Develop programs that reward loyal customers. These programs can enhance customer retention and increase sales. Tailored experiences. Utilize customer data to provide personalized experiences. Tailored marketing messages and product recommendations can drive customer satisfaction and loyalty. Exercise. Map your networks. Create a diagram of your current networks, including partnerships, customer relationships, and industry connections. Identify opportunities for new collaborations or enhancements to existing relationships. Step 4. Capitalizing on competitive advantages. Leverage your strengths to gain a competitive advantage in the marketplace. 1. Unique selling proposition, USP. Define your USP. Clearly articulate what sets your organization apart from competitors. This could be superior quality, exceptional customer service, innovative technology, or a strong brand reputation. Communicate your USP. Ensure that your marketing and communication strategies effectively convey your unique selling proposition. Consistent messaging across all channels can strengthen brand identity and attract customers. 2. Innovation and continuous improvement. Foster a culture of innovation. Encourage employees to share ideas and contribute to innovation. Create an environment where experimentation and risk-taking are valued. Feedback loops. Implement systems for gathering feedback from customers and employees. Use this information to identify areas for improvement and new opportunities. Continuous improvement methodologies. Adopt methodologies such as Lean or Six Sigma to drive continuous improvement in processes and operations. Exercise. Identify your unique selling proposition. Define what makes your organization unique and create a plan for how to communicate this effectively to your target audience. Step 5. Monitoring and adjusting resource strategies. Leveraging resources is an ongoing process that requires regular monitoring and adjustment. 1. Performance measurement. Set key performance indicators, KPIs. Establish KPIs to measure the effectiveness of resource utilization and the impact on strategic goals. Regularly review performance against these metrics. Data-driven decisions. Use performance data to inform decisions about resource allocation and adjustments. If certain resources are underperforming, consider reallocating them to more effective areas. 2. Flexibility and adaptability. Regular reviews. Conduct periodic reviews of resource strategies and strengths. Adjust strategies based on changes in the external environment, competitive landscape, or organizational priorities. Scenario planning. Engage in scenario planning to anticipate potential changes in the market or industry. Consider how these changes might impact resource utilization and adjust plans accordingly. Exercise. Create a performance monitoring plan. Define KPIs for each category of resources and set up a schedule for regular reviews and adjustments based on performance. Conclusion. Leveraging resources and strengths effectively is a critical component of strategic mastery. By identifying and optimizing your resources, building strategic networks, capitalizing on competitive advantages, and continuously monitoring your strategies, you can create a sustainable advantage in a rapidly changing environment. The process of leveraging resources is not static, it requires constant evaluation, adjustment, and innovation. Organizations that excel in resource management not only position themselves for immediate success but also lay the foundation for long-term growth and resilience. Embrace the power of your resources and strengths, and harness them to drive your organization towards sustainable success. Chapter 7. Cultivating Flexibility and Resilience. In an unpredictable world characterized by rapid change, cultivating flexibility and resilience is crucial for organizations striving for sustainable success. Flexibility enables organizations to respond swiftly to evolving market conditions, while resilience ensures that they can withstand and recover from setbacks. This chapter delves into the strategies, mindsets, and frameworks necessary for building an adaptable and resilient organization, focusing on risk management, the development of a resilient culture, and proactive scenario planning. Understanding flexibility and resilience. Flexibility is the ability to adapt quickly to changes in the environment, whether due to external pressures, technological advancements, or shifts in consumer behavior. It encompasses the capability to alter strategies, processes, and resources in response to unforeseen challenges. Resilience, on the other hand, refers to an organization's capacity to recover from difficulties and continue functioning effectively. A resilient organization not only survives crises but also learns from them, ultimately becoming stronger. Together, flexibility and resilience create a robust foundation for sustainable success, enabling organizations to navigate uncertainties while remaining aligned with their strategic goals. Step 1. Understanding and managing risk. The first step toward cultivating flexibility and resilience is understanding the types of risks organizations face and how to manage them effectively. 1. Identifying risks. Begin by identifying the various risks that could impact your organization. These can be categorized into several types. Strategic risks, risks arising from decisions that affect the organization's direction, such as entering new markets or launching new products. Operational risks, risks associated with day-to-day operations, including supply chain disruptions, system failures, and workforce issues. Financial risks, risks related to financial management, such as cash flow issues, fluctuating market conditions, or rising costs. Compliance risks, risks stemming from non-compliance with laws, regulations, and standards that could lead to penalties or legal actions. Reputational risks, risks that can damage an organization's reputation, often stemming from negative publicity, customer dissatisfaction, or ethical lapses. Exercise, conduct a risk assessment. Create a comprehensive list of potential risks your organization might face in each category. Consider both internal and external factors. 2. Analyzing and prioritizing risks. Once risks are identified, the next step is to analyze and prioritize them based on their potential impact and likelihood. Risk matrix. Develop a risk matrix to categorize risks according to their severity and probability. This helps prioritize which risks require immediate attention and resources. Risk impact assessment. Assess the potential impact of each identified risk on key areas of your organization, such as finances, operations, and reputation. Assign scores to quantify the impact and likelihood. Exercise. Create a risk matrix. Use the template above to categorize the risks identified in your assessment and prioritize them based on their potential impact and likelihood. 3. Developing a risk management plan. A robust risk management plan outlines strategies for mitigating identified risks and preparing for potential crises. Mitigation strategies. For each significant risk identified, develop mitigation strategies. Consider preventive measures, contingency plans, and resources required for implementation. Monitoring mechanisms. Establish mechanisms for ongoing monitoring of identified risks. This can include regular reviews of the risk landscape and key risk indicators, KRIs. Crisis management plans. Develop crisis management plans for high-priority risks, outlining roles, responsibilities, and communication strategies in the event of a crisis. Exercise. Draft a risk management plan. For each high-priority risk, outline potential mitigation strategies, monitoring mechanisms, and crisis management procedures. Step 2. Developing a resilient mindset and culture. Organizational culture plays a critical role in resilience. A resilient culture fosters a mindset that embraces change, encourages innovation, and values learning from setbacks. 1. Leadership commitment. Leadership is essential in cultivating a resilient culture. Leaders must model resilience by demonstrating adaptability, transparency, and a willingness to learn from failures. Open communication. Encourage open communication across all levels of the organization. Employees should feel safe to express concerns, share ideas, and discuss setbacks without fear of repercussions. Empowerment. Empower employees to make decisions and take initiative. When team members feel trusted, they are more likely to respond proactively to challenges. 2. Fostering a learning environment. Creating a culture of continuous learning is essential for resilience. This can involve training and development. Invest in training programs that equip employees with the skills needed to adapt to change and embrace new challenges. Encouraging experimentation. Promote a culture of experimentation where employees are encouraged to test new ideas without fear of failure. This can lead to innovative solutions and improved processes. Postmortem analysis. After a project or initiative, conduct postmortem analyses to evaluate what worked, what didn't, and what can be learned from the experience. Exercise. Evaluate organizational culture. Assess your organization's current culture and identify areas for improvement to foster resilience. Consider employee feedback, communication practices, and learning opportunities. Step 3. Scenario planning and contingency planning. Proactive scenario planning helps organizations prepare for a range of potential futures. It enables leaders to anticipate change and develop strategies to navigate uncertainties. 1. Conducting scenario planning. Scenario planning involves creating detailed narratives about possible future events and their potential impact on the organization. Follow these steps. Identify key drivers of change. Determine the external factors that could influence your organization, such as technological advancements, regulatory changes, economic shifts, and social trends. Develop scenarios. Create several scenarios based on different combinations of these key drivers. Each scenario should explore a distinct future state, ranging from optimistic to pessimistic. Analyze implications. For each scenario, analyze the potential implications for your organization, including threats and opportunities. 2. Creating contingency plans. Contingency planning involves developing specific action plans to implement if certain scenarios materialize. Key components of contingency plans include trigger points. Identify the indicators or events that would trigger the implementation of the contingency plan. This allows for timely responses to emerging situations. Action steps. Outline clear action steps for responding to each scenario. Specify roles and responsibilities to ensure accountability. Communication plans. Develop communication strategies to keep stakeholders informed during a crisis. Transparency is vital for maintaining trust. Exercise. Develop scenarios and contingency plans. Create at least 3 plausible scenarios for your organization, analyze their implications, and draft contingency plans for each scenario. Step 4. Building agility into processes and structures. Organizations can enhance flexibility by building agility into their processes, structures, and systems. 1. Agile methodologies. Adopting agile methodologies can improve responsiveness to change. Key principles of agile practices include Iterative development, break projects into smaller, manageable phases that allow for ongoing evaluation and adjustment. Cross-functional teams, form cross-functional teams that bring together diverse skills and perspectives. This promotes collaboration and innovation. Continuous feedback, implement regular feedback loops to gather insights from team members and stakeholders. Use this feedback to make timely adjustments to projects and strategies. 2. Streamlining decision-making. Enhancing decision-making processes can lead to faster responses to challenges. Empowered decision-making, delegate decision-making authority to lower levels of the organization. This enables teams to respond swiftly to changes without waiting for approvals from upper management. Clear decision-making frameworks, establish clear frameworks for decision-making that outline processes and criteria for evaluating options. This can streamline the decision-making process. 3. Flexible resource allocation. Developing a flexible resource allocation model allows organizations to adapt quickly to changing demands. Dynamic budgeting, move away from static annual budgets to dynamic budgeting processes that allow for adjustments based on changing circumstances. Resource pooling, create a resource pool that can be allocated to different projects or initiatives as needed. This can improve efficiency and responsiveness. Exercise, assess agility in processes. Evaluate your organization's current processes and structures for agility. Identify areas where changes can be made to enhance flexibility and responsiveness. Step 5. Monitoring and adapting. Cultivating flexibility and resilience is an ongoing journey. Regular monitoring and adaptation are crucial to ensure that strategies remain effective in changing environments. 1. Regular reviews and evaluations. Establish regular review cycles to assess the effectiveness of your flexibility and resilience strategies. This includes performance metrics. Define metrics to evaluate the effectiveness of risk management strategies, culture building efforts, and agility initiatives. Feedback mechanisms. Implement feedback mechanisms that encourage employees to share insights on challenges and successes. 2. Adapting strategies. Use the insights gained from regular reviews to adapt strategies as necessary. This may involve revising plans, modify risk management plans, contingency plans, and training programs based on feedback and performance data. Embracing change. Foster a culture that embraces change and encourages experimentation with new approaches. Exercise. Create a review schedule. Develop a schedule for regular reviews of your flexibility and resilience strategies, including performance metrics and feedback mechanisms. Conclusion. Cultivating flexibility and resilience is essential for organizations navigating an increasingly complex and uncertain landscape. By understanding and managing risks, developing a resilient culture, implementing proactive scenario planning, building agility into processes, and continuously monitoring and adapting strategies, organizations can position themselves for sustainable success. Embracing change, learning from setbacks, and fostering a culture of flexibility will not only enhance organizational performance but also create a competitive advantage in an ever-evolving world. In the following chapters, we will explore strategic decision-making and the leadership qualities necessary to guide organizations through these challenging landscapes effectively. Chapter 8. Strategic Decision-Making, Balancing Logic and Intuition. Strategic decision-making is the cornerstone of successful leadership and management. It involves identifying the best courses of action based on data analysis, intuition, and contextual understanding. Effective decision-making balances the hard data of analytics with the soft skills of intuition and insight. This chapter explores various frameworks and methodologies that can aid in making informed decisions while considering the human element in strategy development and execution. Understanding decision-making and strategy. Strategic decision-making refers to the process of making choices that affect the long-term direction of an organization. These decisions can involve allocating resources, entering new markets, developing new products, or responding to competitive pressures. Given their importance, these decisions often require thorough analysis and careful consideration of both internal and external factors. Decision-making can be categorized into two main approaches. Rational decision-making. This approach is systematic, logical, and data-driven. It relies on quantifiable information, models, and frameworks to arrive at a decision. Intuitive decision-making, this approach leans on the experience, gut feelings, and instinct of decision-makers. It recognizes the role of emotions and intuition in the decision-making process. Key insight: the most effective decision-making often combines rational analysis with intuitive insights. This dual approach helps leaders respond flexibly to complex challenges while leveraging their knowledge and experience. Step 1: Frameworks for rational decision-making. Using structured frameworks can help clarify the decision-making process and ensure that all relevant factors are considered. 1. Decision trees. A decision tree is a graphical representation of choices and their potential consequences. It breaks down decisions into smaller, manageable parts, making it easier to visualize possible outcomes. How to use. Define the decision to be made. Identify possible alternatives and outcomes. Assess the probabilities and potential payoffs associated with each outcome. Calculate the expected value of each alternative to determine the optimal choice. Exercise: create a decision tree. Choose a significant decision your organization faces. Construct a decision tree that outlines possible options, their outcomes, and the associated probabilities. 2. Pareto analysis. Pareto analysis, based on the 80-20 rule, posits that approximately 80% of effects come from 20% of causes. This analysis helps identify the most impactful factors that should be prioritized in decision-making. How to use. List all the potential problems or opportunities. Assign a score or impact value to each item. Rank the items to identify the top 20% that will have the most significant effect. Exercise: conduct a Pareto analysis. Identify a problem area within your organization. List contributing factors, assign impact values, and prioritize them using Pareto analysis. 3. Cost-benefit analysis. Cost-benefit analysis (CBA) involves comparing the anticipated costs and benefits of a decision to determine its viability. How to use. Identify all costs associated with the decision, including direct, indirect, and opportunity costs. Estimate all potential benefits, both quantifiable and qualitative. Compare the total costs to the total benefits to evaluate if the decision is worthwhile. Exercise: perform a cost-benefit analysis. Select a potential investment or project. Detail the costs and benefits, and calculate whether the benefits outweigh the costs. Step 2. Balancing data with intuition. While structured frameworks are essential, effective decision-making also requires tapping into intuition and experience. 1. The role of intuition. Intuition is the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. It is informed by past experiences, knowledge, and emotional intelligence. When to trust intuition. In time-sensitive situations where quick decisions are necessary. When data is insufficient or ambiguous. When your gut feeling aligns with your expertise and experience. 2. Enhancing intuitive decision-making. To enhance the effectiveness of intuitive decision-making, consider the following strategies. Reflection: encourage self-reflection on past decisions, particularly those that were based on intuition. What was the outcome? What lessons were learned? Diverse perspectives: involve diverse team members in the decision-making process to enrich intuition with a range of insights and experiences. Scenario thinking: engage in scenario thinking to explore potential outcomes and develop a richer understanding of the context surrounding a decision. Exercise: reflect on past decisions. Choose a significant past decision where intuition played a role. Analyze the outcome and identify factors that contributed to its success or failure. Step 3. Creating a learning loop. A critical component of effective strategic decision-making is establishing a feedback mechanism that allows organizations to learn from past decisions. 1. Feedback mechanisms. Implementing feedback mechanisms can provide insights into the effectiveness of decisions and enhance future decision-making. This can involve regular review sessions. Schedule regular meetings to evaluate the outcomes of past decisions, identifying successes and areas for improvement. 360-degree feedback. Utilize 360-degree feedback from team members, stakeholders, and customers to gain a comprehensive view of the impact of decisions. 2. Learning loops. Learning loops are iterative processes that enable organizations to continuously improve their decision-making capabilities. Key steps include: plan, establish objectives and develop plans based on data and intuition. Do, implement the decisions and take action. Check, evaluate the outcomes and gather feedback. Act, adjust strategies and processes based on the lessons learned. Exercise, establish a learning loop. Identify a recent decision and create a plan for establishing a learning loop around it. Outline steps for planning, doing, checking, and acting. Step 4. Making decisions in teams. Decision-making is often a collaborative process, and leveraging team dynamics can lead to better outcomes. 1. Collaborative decision-making. Collaborative decision-making brings together diverse perspectives and expertise. Key benefits include: diverse input, team members can contribute unique insights that enhance the decision-making process. Increased buy-in, involving team members fosters a sense of ownership and commitment to the decision. Better solutions, collaboration can lead to more innovative and comprehensive solutions. 2. Techniques for collaborative decision-making. Brainstorming, create a safe space for team members to share ideas without criticism. Encourage free-flowing thoughts to generate diverse options. Delphi technique, use anonymous surveys to gather expert opinions on a decision, compiling the results to reach a consensus. Consensus building, engage in discussions that allow team members to voice their opinions and reach a collective agreement. Exercise, facilitate a collaborative decision-making session. Identify a decision that requires team input. Plan and facilitate a session using one or more of the collaborative techniques outlined above. Step 5. Managing uncertainty in decision-making. Uncertainty is an inherent part of strategic decision-making. Developing strategies to manage uncertainty is crucial for effective decision-making. 1. Understanding uncertainty. Uncertainty arises when outcomes are unpredictable or unknown. It can stem from various factors, including market volatility, technological changes, and shifting consumer preferences. 2. Strategies for managing uncertainty. Scenario planning. Use scenario planning to anticipate potential future states and develop responses to each scenario. Flexibility in plans. Create flexible strategies that can be adjusted as circumstances change. Avoid rigid plans that cannot adapt to new information. Incremental decisions. Consider making decisions incrementally, allowing for adjustments as more information becomes available. Exercise, identify sources of uncertainty. Analyze a recent decision made by your organization. Identify sources of uncertainty that impacted the decision and outline strategies for managing those uncertainties in the future. Step 6. Measuring the impact of decisions. Evaluating the impact of decisions is vital for refining future strategies and enhancing organizational learning. 1. Key performance indicators, KPIs. Establishing KPIs allows organizations to measure the effectiveness of their decisions. KPIs should be specific, clearly defined and relevant to the decision at hand. Measurable, quantifiable indicators that allow for objective assessment. Achievable, realistic targets based on available resources and capabilities. Relevant, aligned with overall organizational goals and strategies. Time-bound, associated with a specific timeframe for evaluation. 2. Post-decision reviews. Conducting post-decision reviews helps organizations assess the effectiveness of their choices and identify areas for improvement. This can involve analyzing outcomes. Compare the actual outcomes to the expected results based on the initial decision. Gathering feedback. Solicit feedback from stakeholders involved in the decision to understand their perspectives and insights. Exercise, establish KPIs for a recent decision. Select a recent strategic decision and define KPIs for evaluating its effectiveness. Create a plan for conducting a post-decision review. Conclusion. Strategic decision-making is a multifaceted process that requires a delicate balance of logic, intuition, and collaboration. By utilizing structured frameworks, incorporating intuition, establishing learning loops, and engaging in collaborative decision-making, organizations can enhance their decision-making capabilities. Additionally, managing uncertainty and measuring the impact of decisions are essential for fostering continuous improvement. In the following chapter, we will explore the critical role of leadership in executing strategies and ensuring that organizations stay aligned with their strategic goals. Chapter 9. Leading through strategy. Effective leadership is fundamental to the successful execution of any strategy. It is not only about setting goals and allocating resources but also about inspiring, motivating, and guiding individuals toward achieving shared objectives. This chapter delves into the qualities and styles of leadership that support strategic thinking, how to build and nurture a high-performing team aligned with the organization's strategy, and the importance of communication in rallying stakeholders around a common goal. Understanding leadership in strategy. Leadership in a strategic context involves making decisions that shape the future of the organization and guiding teams through the complexities of executing those decisions. A leader's ability to inspire trust and engagement is crucial in navigating the often turbulent waters of organizational change. Key leadership qualities. Visionary thinking. Effective leaders possess the ability to foresee the future direction of their organization and to articulate a clear vision that resonates with all stakeholders. Emotional intelligence. Leaders must understand their emotions and those of others, which enables them to foster a positive organizational culture and motivate their teams effectively. Decisiveness. Strategic leaders must make timely decisions, even when faced with uncertainty or incomplete information. Adaptability. The ability to pivot in response to changing circumstances is vital in maintaining strategic alignment and achieving goals. Integrity. Trustworthiness and ethical behavior build credibility, which is essential for rallying support around strategic initiatives. Leadership styles that support strategic thinking. Different situations may call for different leadership styles. Recognizing which style to employ can significantly influence the effectiveness of a strategy. 1. Transformational leadership. Transformational leaders inspire and motivate their teams by creating an environment of innovation and change. They encourage followers to exceed their own self-interest for the good of the organization. Characteristics. Encourages creativity and new ideas. Fosters an inclusive environment. Provides support and mentorship. Example: a transformational leader might implement a new technology initiative by engaging team members in brainstorming sessions to create innovative solutions that align with strategic goals. 2. Servant leadership. Servant leaders prioritize the growth and well-being of their team members. They believe that by serving their teams, they will ultimately achieve better results for the organization. Characteristics. Empathetic and supportive. Focused on team development and well-being. Encourages collaborative decision-making. Example: a servant leader might prioritize professional development by offering training opportunities, ensuring that team members have the skills necessary to succeed in executing strategic plans. 3. Situational leadership. Situational leaders adjust their leadership style based on the context and the readiness of their team members to undertake specific tasks. They assess their team's competency and commitment and adapt their approach accordingly. Characteristics. Flexible in leadership approach. Evaluates team dynamics and task requirements. Provides guidance, direction, or support as needed. Example: when introducing a new strategy, a situational leader might take a directive approach for a less experienced team while allowing a more seasoned team the freedom to make independent decisions. 4. Transactional leadership. Transactional leaders focus on structure, rewards, and penalties to manage their teams. This style can be effective in situations requiring compliance with established processes and standards. Characteristics. Emphasizes performance and results. Utilizes rewards and punishments. Provides clear expectations and structure. Example: in a manufacturing environment, a transactional leader might implement strict performance metrics to ensure that production aligns with strategic objectives. Building a high-performing team aligned with strategy. Creating a team that embodies the strategic vision requires intentional actions by leadership. 1. Recruitment and selection. The foundation of a high-performing team lies in recruiting individuals who not only possess the necessary skills but also align with the organization's values and strategic goals. Best practices. Develop clear job descriptions that reflect the skills and values needed for the team. Utilize behavioral interviewing techniques to assess cultural fit and alignment with the strategic vision. Involve current team members in the interview process to ensure compatibility and buy-in. Exercise, create a recruitment strategy. Outline the qualities and competencies you seek in new team members that align with your strategic vision. Create interview questions that assess these qualities. 2. Team development. Once the team is in place, continuous development is crucial. High-performing teams require ongoing training and professional development to adapt to changing strategic priorities. Best practices. Conduct regular training sessions to enhance skills relevant to the strategy. Implement mentorship programs that pair less experienced team members with seasoned professionals. Encourage team members to pursue external training or certifications that contribute to their professional growth and the strategic objectives of the organization. Exercise, develop a team development plan. Create a plan that outlines training opportunities, mentorship programs, and professional development resources available to your team. 3. Fostering collaboration. Effective collaboration enhances team performance and aligns efforts toward strategic goals. Best practices. Utilize team-building activities to strengthen relationships and trust. Implement collaborative tools and platforms that facilitate communication and project management. Establish regular meetings to ensure alignment on goals and progress. Exercise, plan a team-building activity. Design a team-building activity that encourages collaboration and reinforces the organization's strategic objectives. 4. Setting clear expectations. Leaders must communicate clear expectations regarding roles, responsibilities, and performance metrics. Best practices. Develop clear, measurable goals for each team member that align with overall strategic objectives. Use performance management systems to monitor progress and provide feedback. Ensure that team members understand how their contributions impact the larger strategic picture. Exercise, create a goal-setting framework. Develop a framework for setting individual goals that align with your strategic objectives. Include how these goals will be monitored and evaluated. Communication, inspiring others toward a shared goal. Communication is a vital leadership skill that can make or break the execution of strategy. 1. Articulating the vision. Leaders must effectively communicate the strategic vision to inspire and motivate their teams. This involves clarity, use simple and clear language to articulate the vision. Consistency, regularly reinforce the vision in various communications. Passion, demonstrate enthusiasm and belief in the vision, which can be contagious. Exercise, craft your vision statement. Write a vision statement for your team or organization that is clear, compelling, and aligned with your strategic goals. 2. Two-way communication. Encouraging open dialogue fosters a culture of trust and collaboration. Best practices. Create channels for team members to provide feedback and ask questions. Conduct regular check-ins to discuss progress, challenges, and concerns. Use surveys and informal meetings to gauge team sentiment and gather insights. Exercise, implement a feedback system. Develop a feedback system that allows team members to share their thoughts and concerns openly. Include how you will respond to and incorporate feedback. 3. Celebrating successes. Recognizing and celebrating achievements reinforces motivation and aligns team members with strategic goals. Best practices. Acknowledge individual and team accomplishments publicly. Organize celebrations for milestones reached in the execution of the strategy. Provide rewards or incentives for achieving significant goals. Exercise, plan a recognition program. Create a program for recognizing team and individual contributions to strategic success. Outline the criteria for recognition and the methods of celebration. Developing your personal leadership development plan. To effectively lead through strategy, leaders must engage in continuous personal development. 1. Self-assessment. Conducting a self-assessment allows leaders to identify strengths and areas for growth. Key questions. What are my leadership strengths? In which areas do I need improvement? How do my skills align with the strategic needs of my organization? Exercise, complete a self-assessment. Use a self-assessment tool or framework to evaluate your leadership skills. Identify your strengths and areas for improvement. 2. Setting leadership goals. Establishing specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART, goals can guide personal development. Best practices. Align your leadership goals with the strategic objectives of your organization. Identify resources and support needed to achieve these goals. Set timelines for achieving each goal and regularly review progress. Exercise, create a leadership development plan. Outline your leadership goals and the steps you will take to achieve them. Include timelines, resources needed, and how you will measure progress. 3. Seeking feedback and mentorship. Actively seeking feedback from peers and mentors can accelerate personal growth. Best practices. Establish a mentorship relationship with a seasoned leader in your organization or industry. Regularly solicit feedback from colleagues and team members on your leadership style and effectiveness. Engage in peer review sessions where leaders can share experiences and learn from each other. Exercise, find a mentor. Identify potential mentors within your network. Outline the qualities you seek in a mentor and the goals you hope to achieve through the mentorship relationship. Conclusion. Leadership is a critical component of successful strategy execution. By embodying the qualities of effective leaders, employing appropriate leadership styles, building high-performing teams, and fostering open communication, leaders can drive their organizations toward achieving strategic objectives. Furthermore, engaging in continuous personal development ensures that leaders remain adaptable and capable of navigating the complexities of today's ever-changing business landscape. In the next chapter, we will explore how to measure success and adjust course effectively, ensuring that strategies remain aligned with organizational goals and objectives. Chapter 10. Measuring Success and Adjusting the Course. In the dynamic landscape of business, success is not a static destination but a continuous journey. Organizations must adopt a proactive approach to measuring progress, celebrating achievements, and recalibrating their strategies as necessary. This chapter delves into the critical aspects of measuring success through key performance indicators, KPIs, establishing regular review cycles, and making informed adjustments to ensure strategic alignment with organizational goals. Understanding measurement and success. Measuring success involves more than just tracking financial metrics. It encompasses a comprehensive evaluation of an organization's performance against its strategic objectives. This holistic approach allows leaders to gain insights into their operations, recognize patterns, and make data-driven decisions that can propel the organization toward its goals. 1. The importance of measurement. Effective measurement serves several purposes. Performance evaluation. It provides a clear understanding of how well the organization is performing against established goals. Informed decision-making. Data-driven insights enable leaders to make informed decisions regarding resource allocation, strategic adjustments, and operational improvements. Accountability. Establishing clear metrics promotes accountability within teams and individuals, ensuring that everyone understands their contributions to the overall strategy. Continuous improvement. Regular measurement creates opportunities for identifying areas of improvement and fostering a culture of continuous learning and adaptation. Key Performance Indicators, KPIs. KPIs are quantifiable metrics used to evaluate the success of an organization in achieving its strategic objectives. Selecting the right KPIs is crucial for effective measurement, as they should align with the organization's mission, vision, and goals. 1. Types of KPIs. Financial KPIs measure financial performance and health, such as revenue growth, profit margins, and return on investment, ROI. Operational KPIs focus on internal processes and efficiency, including cycle time, production costs, and defect rates. Customer KPIs evaluate customer satisfaction and engagement, including Net Promoter Score, NPS, customer retention rates, and customer lifetime value, CLV. Employee KPIs assess workforce engagement and productivity, such as employee turnover rates, satisfaction surveys, and training completion rates. 2. Characteristics of effective KPIs. To ensure that KPIs effectively measure success, they should be specific, clearly define what is being measured. Measurable, quantifiable and easy to track over time. Achievable, realistic and attainable given available resources. Relevant, aligned with organizational goals and objectives. Time-bound, set within a specific timeframe for evaluation. Example, a specific KPI might be increase customer satisfaction scores by 20% within the next 12 months, which is measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Setting up a KPI framework. To implement a successful KPI framework, follow these steps. 1. Identify strategic objectives. Begin by clearly defining the organization's strategic objectives. These should stem from the overarching vision and mission of the organization. Exercise strategic objective mapping. List your organization's strategic objectives. Ensure each objective is aligned with the overall vision and mission. 2. Select relevant KPIs. Choose KPIs that directly measure progress toward each strategic objective. Involve key stakeholders to ensure buy-in and relevance. Exercise KPI selection matrix. Create a matrix linking each strategic objective with its corresponding KPIs. Ensure that each KPI has a clear rationale for its selection. 3. Establish baselines. Before implementing new KPIs, establish baseline measurements for each KPI. This provides a reference point against which future performance can be compared. Exercise baseline data collection. Gather data for each selected KPI over a defined period, e.g., the past year, to establish a baseline for future comparisons. 4. Set targets. Define realistic and achievable targets for each KPI. Targets can be based on historical data, industry benchmarks, or aspirational goals. Exercise target setting. For each KPI, determine a target to be achieved within a specific timeframe. Document the rationale for these targets. Review cycles and regular evaluations. To ensure that measurement leads to meaningful insights and actions, organizations must establish regular review cycles for their KPIs. 1. Frequency of reviews. The frequency of reviews will depend on the nature of the KPIs and the organization's operational context. Common frequencies include monthly, for KPIs that require close monitoring, such as sales performance or production efficiency. Quarterly, for broader strategic assessments and performance evaluations. Annually, for comprehensive reviews and long-term strategy alignment. 2. Conducting reviews. During each review cycle, assess the performance against the established KPIs. Consider the following steps. Data analysis. Analyze the data collected for each KPI to identify trends, patterns, and anomalies. Contextual evaluation. Consider external factors that may have influenced performance, such as market changes or economic conditions. Stakeholder involvement. Engage relevant stakeholders in the review process to gain diverse perspectives and insights. Exercise review meeting agenda. Develop a standard agenda for review meetings that includes KPI performance analysis, discussion of contextual factors, and action planning. 3. Action planning. Following each review, create an action plan that outlines steps to address any identified issues, capitalize on successes, and realign efforts as needed. Exercise action plan template. Design a template for documenting action plans resulting from KPI reviews. Include sections for identified issues, proposed solutions, responsible parties, and timelines. Pivoting and realigning strategy. In an ever-changing environment, organizations must be prepared to pivot and realign their strategies based on performance insights. 1. Recognizing the need for change. Signs that a strategy may need adjustment can include consistent underperformance. KPIs consistently fall short of targets. Market shifts, changes in market conditions that render the current strategy less effective. Resource constraints, limitations in resources that affect the ability to execute the strategy. 2. Conducting a strategic assessment. When performance data indicates a need for change, conduct a thorough strategic assessment to evaluate the current strategy's effectiveness. SWOT analysis. Revisit your SWOT analysis to identify new opportunities or threats that may have emerged since the last assessment. Stakeholder feedback. Gather input from team members, customers, and other stakeholders to understand their perspectives on the strategy's effectiveness. Exercise. Strategic assessment framework. Create a framework for conducting strategic assessments, including SWOT analysis, stakeholder feedback mechanisms, and evaluation criteria. 3. Implementing changes. Once a need for change is identified, develop and implement a plan for adjusting the strategy. Prioritize changes. Determine which changes are most critical and should be prioritized for implementation. Communicate changes. Clearly communicate the reasons for the changes to all stakeholders and the expected impact on their roles. Monitor progress. After implementing changes, closely monitor relevant KPIs to assess the impact of the adjustments. Exercise. Change implementation plan. Draft a plan for implementing strategic changes, including timelines, communication strategies, and monitoring mechanisms. Celebrating milestones. Recognizing and celebrating achievements is essential for maintaining motivation and commitment toward strategic goals. 1. Importance of recognition. Celebrating milestones reinforces positive behaviors, fosters team morale, and creates a sense of shared success. It helps to boost motivation. Recognition of achievements motivates team members to continue striving for excellence. Reinforce culture. Celebrations reinforce organizational values and culture, promoting a sense of belonging. 2. Ways to celebrate. Formal events. Organize events to commemorate significant achievements, such as award ceremonies or team outings. Informal recognition. Utilize informal channels, such as shoutouts during meetings or recognition boards. Incentives. Offer tangible rewards, such as bonuses or additional time off, to recognize exceptional performance. Exercise. Recognition program design. Design a recognition program that outlines criteria for celebrating achievements, methods of recognition, and potential rewards. Conclusion. Measuring success and adjusting course is a critical component of strategic mastery. By establishing a robust KPI framework, conducting regular evaluations, and embracing a culture of celebration and adaptability, organizations can navigate the complexities of the business landscape effectively. As we move into the next chapter, we will explore strategies for scaling and expanding your strategy to reach new markets and audiences while preserving quality and integrity. Understanding how to grow strategically will ensure that your organization remains competitive and resilient in the face of change. Chapter 11. Scaling and expanding your strategy. In today's rapidly evolving business landscape, scaling and expanding a strategy is crucial for sustained growth and competitive advantage. While many organizations excel at establishing their initial strategy, fewer successfully navigate the complexities of scaling operations, entering new markets, or expanding product lines without compromising quality and integrity. This chapter provides a comprehensive framework for understanding the intricacies of scaling, identifying potential expansion opportunities, and implementing effective strategies to maintain a cohesive culture and operational excellence during growth. Understanding the need for scaling and expansion. As organizations grow, they encounter various challenges and opportunities. Scaling is not merely about increasing revenue or market share, it involves enhancing operational efficiency, leveraging existing resources, and exploring new avenues for growth. Understanding the necessity for scaling and the conditions under which it should occur is vital for organizational leaders. 1. The drivers of scaling. Several factors can drive the need for scaling. Market demand. Increased customer demand for products or services often necessitates scaling operations. Competitive pressure. Competitors may expand their offerings or enter new markets, prompting the need to scale in response. Technological advancements. Innovations can provide new opportunities for scaling through improved efficiencies or enhanced capabilities. Financial incentives. Economies of scale can lead to reduced costs per unit, enhancing profitability as production increases. 2. Types of scaling. Scaling can take various forms, including operational scaling, increasing production capacity, optimizing supply chains, and enhancing logistics. Market scaling, expanding into new geographic regions or targeting new customer segments. Product scaling, diversifying the product line or developing new services to meet changing customer needs. Strategies for scaling operations. Successfully scaling operations requires careful planning and execution. Below are key strategies to consider. 1. Process optimization. Operational efficiency is critical when scaling. Streamlining processes can lead to reduced costs and improved productivity. Value stream mapping. Utilize value stream mapping to identify waste and inefficiencies within operational processes. Standardization. Develop standardized operating procedures, SOPs, to ensure consistency and quality across all operations. Exercise. Value stream mapping workshop. Conduct a workshop with key team members to map out current processes and identify inefficiencies. Document suggested improvements and establish a timeline for implementation. 2. Technology integration. Leveraging technology can significantly enhance scaling efforts. Technology solutions can streamline operations, enhance customer interactions, and provide valuable data insights. Automation. Invest in automation technologies to improve efficiency in production, customer service, and data management. Data analytics. Utilize analytics tools to derive insights from data, allowing for informed decision-making and strategic planning. Exercise. Technology assessment. Conduct an assessment of current technologies used within the organization. Identify gaps and opportunities for technology upgrades or new integrations. 3. Financial management. Effective financial management is essential for scaling operations sustainably. Organizations must ensure they have the necessary financial resources to support growth. Budgeting for growth. Develop a comprehensive budget that accounts for anticipated scaling efforts, including capital investments, operational expenses, and marketing costs. Funding sources. Explore various funding sources, such as venture capital, loans, or strategic partnerships, to finance scaling initiatives. Exercise. Growth budget planning. Create a detailed budget plan that outlines projected expenses and revenue associated with scaling efforts. Include potential funding sources and timelines for securing resources. Maintaining culture and standards while scaling. As organizations expand, preserving the organizational culture and maintaining quality standards becomes increasingly challenging. Leaders must prioritize these aspects to ensure successful scaling. 1. Cultivating organizational culture. A strong organizational culture can serve as a guiding force during scaling. To maintain and cultivate culture. Clear communication. Establish clear communication channels to share the organization's vision, values, and expectations with all employees. Employee engagement. Foster employee engagement through feedback mechanisms, recognition programs, and opportunities for professional development. Exercise. Culture assessment survey. Administer a survey to employees to assess perceptions of the organizational culture. Identify strengths and areas for improvement, and create an action plan based on feedback. 2. Quality control mechanisms. Quality control is paramount when scaling operations. Implement systems to ensure that products or services meet established standards. Quality assurance programs. Develop comprehensive quality assurance programs that outline standards, processes, and metrics for evaluating quality. Regular audits. Conduct regular audits of operations and products to ensure compliance with quality standards. Exercise. Quality control plan development. Draft a quality control plan that outlines procedures for monitoring and maintaining quality during scaling efforts. Include responsibilities and timelines for audits and evaluations. Assessing market entry and expansion opportunities. Entering new markets or expanding into new sectors requires thorough research and strategic planning. Organizations must evaluate potential opportunities carefully. 1. Market research. Conducting comprehensive market research is vital to understand potential opportunities and risks associated with expansion. Competitive analysis. Analyze competitors in the target market to identify strengths, weaknesses, and potential gaps in the market. Customer segmentation. Segment potential customers in the target market to understand their needs, preferences, and behaviors. Exercise. Market research framework. Develop a framework for conducting market research, including key questions to answer, data sources, and analysis methods. 2. Market entry strategies. Selecting the appropriate market entry strategy is crucial for success. Consider the following options. Direct entry, establishing a presence in the new market through subsidiaries or branches. Partnerships, collaborating with local businesses to leverage their expertise and networks. Franchising, allowing third parties to operate under your brand in exchange for royalties or fees. Exercise, market entry strategy evaluation. Evaluate potential market entry strategies for a specific target market. Consider factors such as costs, risks, and alignment with organizational goals. Creating a scaling roadmap. A well-defined scaling roadmap is essential for guiding the organization through the scaling process. This roadmap should outline key milestones, resources required, and timelines for achieving growth objectives. 1. Defining milestones. Identify key milestones that will serve as benchmarks for measuring progress throughout the scaling journey. Short-term milestones, these could include initial investments, recruitment of key personnel, or completion of process optimizations. Long-term milestones, longer-term goals may encompass achieving specific revenue targets or successfully entering new markets. Exercise, milestone planning session. Facilitate a planning session with key stakeholders to identify and document key milestones for the scaling process. Assign responsibilities for each milestone. 2. Resource allocation. Determine the resources required to achieve each milestone, including human resources, financial investments, and technological tools. Resource planning. Develop a resource allocation plan that outlines how resources will be distributed to support scaling initiatives. Risk assessment. Conduct a risk assessment to identify potential challenges associated with resource allocation and develop contingency plans. Exercise, resource allocation template. Create a template for resource allocation that includes sections for identifying required resources, associated costs, and timelines for acquisition. Monitoring and adjusting during scaling. As organizations embark on their scaling journey, continuous monitoring and adjustment are critical for success. Leaders must remain agile and responsive to changing conditions. 1. Performance tracking. Establish a system for tracking performance against the defined milestones and KPIs. Regularly assess progress to identify any deviations from the plan. Dashboard tools. Utilize dashboard tools to visualize performance data and facilitate real-time monitoring of key metrics. Exercise, performance dashboard development. Design a performance dashboard that consolidates key metrics and milestones related to scaling efforts. Ensure it is accessible to relevant stakeholders. 2. Adaptation and realignment. Be prepared to adapt strategies and tactics based on performance data and market feedback. Continuous improvement should be a core principle during scaling. Feedback loops. Implement feedback loops that allow for regular input from employees, customers, and stakeholders to inform adjustments. Agile methodology. Consider adopting agile methodologies to facilitate flexibility and responsiveness throughout the scaling process. Exercise, feedback mechanism design. Design a feedback mechanism to collect insights from employees and customers regarding the scaling process. Use this feedback to inform ongoing adjustments. Case study, successful scaling example. To illustrate the concepts discussed in this chapter, let's examine a case study of a successful scaling effort. Case study, XYZ Tech Solutions. XYZ Tech Solutions began as a small software development firm focused on creating applications for local businesses. As demand grew, the leadership team recognized the need to scale operations and expand their market reach. Steps taken. Process optimization. The team mapped their current development processes and identified inefficiencies, which led to the implementation of agile methodologies. This resulted in faster project delivery and improved client satisfaction. Technology integration. They invested in project management software to streamline communication and track progress in real time, allowing for better collaboration among team members. Market research. Conducting extensive market research revealed a demand for their services in neighboring states. They performed competitive analysis and customer segmentation to understand their target audience better. Strategic partnerships. Instead of entering new markets alone, XYZ Tech Solutions formed partnerships with local firms in the target areas to leverage their established networks. Milestone planning, they established a clear scaling roadmap, outlining key milestones such as revenue targets and market entry dates. Continuous monitoring, the company set up performance tracking dashboards to monitor their KPIs and made necessary adjustments based on customer feedback. Results: within 2 years, XYZ Tech Solutions successfully expanded into 3 new states, increased their revenue by 150%, and maintained a strong organizational culture despite rapid growth. Their commitment to quality and customer service remained intact, thanks to their focus on process optimization and employee engagement. Conclusion: scaling and expanding a strategy requires a thoughtful approach, focusing on process optimization, technology integration, market assessment, and cultural preservation. By understanding the complexities involved in employing effective strategies, organizations can successfully navigate the challenges of scaling and achieve sustainable growth. This chapter has outlined essential principles, exercises, and real-world examples to equip leaders with the tools necessary to expand their strategies confidently. As you move forward, consider how you can apply these insights to your organizational context to scale effectively and responsibly. Chapter 12. Sustaining Success, Creating a Legacy. Sustaining success in today's fast-paced and competitive landscape is a multifaceted challenge that requires foresight, adaptability, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Building a legacy means creating an enduring impact that transcends the immediate goals of an organization and lays the groundwork for future generations. In this chapter, we will explore the principles and practices that contribute to long-term success, focusing on legacy building, continuous improvement, innovation, and the importance of adapting strategies for future leaders and circumstances. Understanding the concept of legacy. A legacy is not merely about what you leave behind but also encompasses the values, principles, and impact you create during your tenure. Organizations with a strong legacy often enjoy enhanced reputation, customer loyalty, and a committed workforce, all of which contribute to sustained success. 1. The importance of legacy in business. Reputation and trust. A strong legacy builds trust among stakeholders, including customers, employees, and investors. Organizations known for their integrity and commitment to excellence are more likely to attract and retain customers. Attracting talent. A company's legacy can be a powerful tool for attracting top talent. Individuals often want to be associated with organizations that have a positive impact on society and a reputation for excellence. Enduring impact. Legacy goes beyond financial success, it involves creating a lasting positive impact on communities, industries, and the environment. 2. Elements of a sustainable legacy. To build a sustainable legacy, organizations must consider several key elements. Vision and values. A clear vision and strong organizational values serve as the foundation for long-term success. They guide decision-making and influence company culture. Commitment to excellence, continuous improvement, and a focus on quality ensure that the organization remains competitive and relevant. Social responsibility. Engaging in socially responsible practices not only enhances the company's reputation but also contributes to a better world. Building a legacy. Key strategies. To effectively build a legacy, organizations must implement strategies that foster long-term sustainability. Here are some essential strategies. 1. Crafting a long-term vision. A long-term vision is vital for guiding the organization towards sustained success. It should articulate where the organization aims to be in the future and reflect its core values. Vision statement development. Involve key stakeholders in the creation of a vision statement that resonates with everyone in the organization. This statement should be clear, inspiring, and ambitious. Exercise. Vision statement workshop. Conduct a workshop with team members to brainstorm and draft a vision statement. Use feedback to refine and finalize the statement, ensuring it encapsulates the organization's aspirations. 2. Establishing core values. Core values define the principles that guide an organization's behavior and decision-making processes. They should be deeply embedded in the culture and reflected in everyday practices. Value definition. Engage employees in defining the organization's core values. Ensure they align with the long-term vision and resonate with the desired culture. Exercise. Values brainstorming session. Host a brainstorming session to gather input on potential core values. Discuss how these values can be exemplified in daily operations and decision-making. 3. Fostering a culture of continuous improvement. A culture of continuous improvement encourages organizations to seek ways to enhance operations, products, and services continually. Kaizen philosophy. Adopt the Kaizen philosophy of continuous improvement, which emphasizes small, incremental changes that lead to significant long-term improvements. Exercise continuous improvement initiatives. Establish a framework for identifying and implementing continuous improvement initiatives. Encourage employees to submit suggestions for enhancing processes and outcomes. 4. Encouraging innovation. Innovation is critical for adapting to changing market conditions and customer needs. Organizations should foster an environment that encourages creativity and experimentation. Idea incubation. Create platforms for employees to pitch innovative ideas and solutions. This can include hackathons, innovation labs, or regular brainstorming sessions. Exercise innovation challenge. Organize an innovation challenge where teams can present their ideas for new products, services, or processes. Reward the best ideas with resources for implementation. 5. Engaging in social responsibility. Incorporating social responsibility into business practices enhances an organization's reputation and contributes to societal well-being. Corporate social responsibility (CSR) programs develop CSR initiatives that align with the organization's values and mission. These could focus on environmental sustainability, community engagement, or ethical business practices. Exercise CSR strategy development. Formulate a CSR strategy that identifies key areas of focus for the organization. Engage employees in volunteer opportunities or initiatives that align with the strategy. Measuring legacy and impact. To ensure that your efforts in building a legacy are effective, it's essential to measure and evaluate the organization's impact over time. 1. Defining key performance indicators, KPIs. Identify KPIs that align with your legacy goals. These could include measures of employee engagement, customer satisfaction, environmental impact, and community contributions. Balanced scorecard. Utilize a balanced scorecard approach to measure performance across multiple dimensions, including financial, customer, internal processes, and learning and growth. Exercise KPI development workshop. Conduct a workshop to define specific KPIs related to legacy goals. Ensure that these metrics are measurable, relevant, and tied to the organization's vision. 2. Regular impact assessments. Conduct regular assessments to evaluate progress toward legacy goals. This involves collecting data, analyzing results, and making adjustments as necessary. Annual impact reports. Create annual impact reports that outline achievements related to legacy initiatives. Share these reports with stakeholders to enhance transparency and accountability. Exercise impact assessment framework. Develop a framework for conducting regular impact assessments, including data collection methods and evaluation criteria. Adapting your strategy for future generations. As the business landscape evolves, organizations must adapt their strategies to remain relevant and impactful. Future generations will face different challenges and opportunities, necessitating a forward-thinking approach. 1. Succession planning. Succession planning is essential for ensuring that leadership transitions do not disrupt the organization's legacy. Identify and develop future leaders who align with the organization's vision and values. Mentorship programs. Establish mentorship programs that pair emerging leaders with experienced executives. This promotes knowledge transfer and cultivates future talent. Exercise succession planning assessment. Assess the organization's current succession planning efforts. Identify key positions and develop plans for mentoring and preparing potential successors. 2. Embracing technological advancements. Technological advancements will continue to shape the future of business. Organizations should remain agile and open to integrating new technologies into their operations. Technology adoption strategy. Develop a strategy for adopting new technologies that enhance efficiency and innovation while remaining aligned with the organization's legacy goals. Exercise technology trends analysis. Conduct an analysis of emerging technologies relevant to your industry. Identify potential opportunities for integration and evaluate their alignment with your legacy goals. Real-world case study, building a lasting legacy. To illustrate the principles of legacy building, let's examine a notable case study of a company that has successfully created a lasting impact. Case study, Patagonia Incorporated. Patagonia, an outdoor apparel company, has established a strong legacy centered around environmental sustainability and social responsibility. Key elements of Patagonia's legacy. Vision and values. Patagonia's mission statement emphasizes its commitment to environmental protection. The company's values are deeply ingrained in its culture and business practices. Social responsibility. Patagonia actively engages in various environmental initiatives, including donating 1% of sales to environmental organizations and promoting fair labor practices. Continuous improvement. The company consistently seeks ways to improve its products and processes, utilizing sustainable materials and reducing its carbon footprint. Innovation. Patagonia encourages innovation through initiatives like its Worn Wear program, which promotes repairing and reusing clothing to reduce waste. Impact measurement. Patagonia regularly publishes reports on its environmental impact and social contributions, demonstrating transparency and accountability. Results. Through its commitment to sustainability and social responsibility, Patagonia has built a loyal customer base and a strong brand reputation. Its legacy is not only defined by its financial success but also by its positive impact on the environment and society. Conclusion. Building a sustainable legacy is a strategic imperative for organizations that seek long-term success and meaningful impact. By crafting a clear vision, establishing core values, fostering a culture of continuous improvement and innovation, and engaging in social responsibility, organizations can create a legacy that endures for generations. As leaders navigate the complexities of the modern business landscape, they must remain adaptable and forward-thinking, ensuring that their strategies align with the evolving needs of future generations. In doing so, they will not only secure their organization's success but also contribute positively to society and the world at large.